How about I share with you a surefire way to gain some more power in your golf swing? Take a look at it this way. If this club weighs a pound and I'm in the gym and I'm just curling this thing over and over and over and over again, how much stronger am I going to really get? I need to add some weight to that, right? There's such a trend in golf, and it works about 20% of the time with my students, and probably 80% of the time I see it not work with people swinging things that are very light, like say the speed sticks. It gets people swinging their hands and arms and their fast twitch muscles so much faster, right? And I know there's a purpose to them, but they're missing out on the bigger picture. We need to beef up with some weight. So you see some of the swing trainers that I've got here. I want to share those with you and some of the things that you have probably lying around at home and how that can really get your golf muscles to really get stronger and to get more buff to where we're hitting shots farther. And I love it because there really is no compromise in consistency because we're not going to make any changes. We're just going to build you up from the ground up. So the first one that my good friend Steven developed is called the Ebel. And I love this swing trainer. It's phenomenal. Okay, you can see it kind of has this certain shape to it to make sure you're swinging on plane, right? We're not going to be twisting it back and forth. It looks light. It weighs around 8 pounds. It's not the lightest thing in the world. Okay, it's got 2 handles here that you just hold in your fingers. And as you get started, you just keep your arms in front of you, because if our arms are like this, we really tend to swing with our elbows and our arms, and we don't use the big muscles. So when you grab this thing at first, the first thing you're going to realize is, boy, I'm more athletic than when I had that 1 pound club in my hand. Okay, second thing is, you're not going to be able to swing it super quick right off the bat unless you really start to engage the ground and use your bigger muscles. So what we do a lot of with my students here in person is we do a lot of, it's called continuous swings. And it might not look like it here, but boy, my abs are firing, my glutes, my legs, everything to support swinging this 8 pounds back, changing directions, getting it to stop, change directions, come back the other way, and come back through. There really is a lot of work that goes into a good golf swing. It looks effortless, but trust me, it's not. Just like in life, nothing comes free. You've got to put some work in. So here we are, swinging it back and forth. And what's so cool, you'll see as I go to start this, you'll see the thing that starts my backswing is there's a pressure shift to the trail side. That's the very first initiation of my backswing, and I really start to feel this balance on my trail leg. From there, I start to push up and rotate, and now the bell starts to swing up. So we're not always doing the same thing. When I talk about power, it's not always moving in the same direction. It's shifting, turning, pushing up and around, and that gets the bell to swing up. From there, before it gets to the top, there is this part that feels pretty effortless when my pressure is moving forward and the bell is falling. From that point on, it starts to move up, around, and through. So once I've shifted, I'm really feeling this pushing up. Think of a guy maybe doing a clean and jerk, and you're feeling this pelvis start to push forward. It's a very powerful movement. Only able to do with the bigger muscles, okay? Now, I know, a lot of you, we actually have a code down below if you want to find some more information about this great swing trainer. You can talk to Steven in person. He's super knowledgeable, super helpful, great guy. If you watch his YouTube channel, he's about 5'4", not the most amazing looking person as far as tall and buff. I think he's, in his 60s, and he's hitting 9-iron or 6-iron, like 190 yards, driver 260. It's pretty impressive, all from just swinging this weight. So very unassumingly long golfer who invented that. Now, I've got a couple other things here, right? I've got an 8 pound and a 15 pound kettlebell. If you got some of these laying at home, this would be maybe for somebody that's not that strong, maybe like a junior golfer, somebody that's maybe a little bit older in age, and then this would be on the heavy side. So somewhere right in here, whether you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, be great. You grab this kettlebell underneath, and I watched a lot of these videos by Dr. Kwan, who really kind of got me started on thinking about how to use weight to improve your motion and how to improve your golf swing. And if you watch from this view, you cannot do it wrong. It's going to swing right on plane every time with proper motion. It takes a little bit of getting used to, and you notice when I do it, I do about 5 to 10 and take a break. 5 to 10, take a break. The last one that I have here, it's called a Weck Club. This one weighs only 4 pounds. It has some BBs in the end, and I like this one just because it does feel more like a golf club. But same thing here, right? This actually feels really light now compared to swinging those other ones. So big difference from 1 pound, but I'm really starting to feel my big muscles come alive, okay? Just as if you were gonna go to the gym and start pumping weight after a couple sessions, you're gonna start to feel stronger right away. In your grip pressure, in your forearms, in your glutes, in your legs, like literally everything just from moving more weight. We've gotta stop swinging this thing like we're just doing this all the time. I see so many people out there just waving at the ball and really not getting that much longer, all right? So that just brings me to this too. If you like my videos and they've helped you in the past, please like and subscribe. I put a new video out every week. Drop some comments if I've helped you, if you've shot a good round, or even if you have some negative comments or some questions, I'd love to hear those also. We can talk through that. So when I grab this Weck Club, I'm going to make that same motion, swinging it back and forth. And the saying is, it's very important, remember this, pressure precedes movement. So I move my pressure to my trail side before this club swings. You get the light golf club in your hands and everybody's moving the club first. So pressure shift, first. That's the best way to generate a lot of force and power, okay? And here's some of the debate where people talk about, you know, swinging the golf club faster back to gain more power, right? That's not good if you're gonna do it with your hands and arms. It is good if you're gonna stay connected, right? Your arms are just connected to your body and you're using your big muscles to pull that club back as fast as possible. Take a look here. Here's a couple of the long drive people that I've met in person before, a couple females, a couple males. Look at the shaft. Look at how fast their backswing is. Look at how strong their arms are, right? They go to the gym all the time. So we're not just standing there holding it like a bird, letting the club just do the work per se, okay? Now don't get me wrong, when you hit it right, after you really train these big muscles, it feels effortless, but there is some effort in the beginning to really kind of build up this, I call it perpetual motion, back and forth, and you feel the big muscles of the body really start to take over, okay? So as you start feeling this go back and forth, this is what Hogan would do in his hotel room every night. And he said he felt like his hips were swinging the golf club, and he said he felt like a captive of his own golf swing. Like, that's so strange, a captive of your own golf swing. He just means that all that force that he's generating through the ground and turning it into lateral and centrifugal, his arms and club were just on such a perfect orbit. They had nowhere else to go because of the force that he was generating from in here. So it's a beautiful experience. Best learned by having a little bit of weight, okay? So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of a little heavy lifting, right? I know it's not the easiest thing in the world, but definitely let's not be thinking that we're doing this, right? We're not staying still over the ball, keeping our eye on the ball. We're really trying to generate a little bit of force and momentum. Hey, it's your coach, Zach Allen here. And if you'd like to permanently eliminate your slice, add 20 or more yards to your drives, and make consistently flush contact swing after swing, then I've got just the thing for you. I'm about to show you a method that will fix your swing fast. In fact, we often see huge improvements on the very first swing. Since I don't have enough time in this short video, I've put together a 3-part mini clinic where I walk you through the exact process. Nothing held back. I call it the One Swing Fix, and you can get the entire thing free of charge by clicking the link in the description below. The training isn't available anywhere else, so go ahead, click the link right now, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, now let's get back to today's lesson. So the drill that I want you guys to do, check this out here. This is the longest guy that's ever lived, okay? He's just won the World Long Drive again. It's Kyle Berkshire. He's had the highest club head speed almost measured to date in competition. 154 miles per hour. He does what's called the monster walk before he hits every ball. Right, left, swing, okay? And then he goes just piping one, 350 to 400. Okay, and I know a lot of you go, well, that's Kyle Berkshire. He's an animal. I'm not him. I can't do that, right? Check this out. This is Lydia Ko, okay? This is while she was getting back to #1 in the world on the LPGA Tour. She's doing the exact same thing that he's doing in a real LPGA event, right? She was doing a drill with her coach, Sean Foley, building up some of this ground pressure force, building up that momentum, and she actually takes it out and plays golf with it. So what you guys can do after you've maybe done a little bit of the at-home lifting, a great drill to do is just start small, set up to shots, and obviously we can't just swing like this back and forth and hit it, right? A good thing to do is take a page from them and start walking back and forth. Right, left, swing. So there's a lot of momentum and ground force being built up there, right? That was 8-iron, 151 yards, and I really wasn't even trying to hit it hard. So right, left. Let's go ahead and start that. Right, left, swing. So that was 166 yards, just a little bit more force through the ground, more force in my takeaway. And that's something that I want you guys to really understand is I'd say probably 80% of the power in the golf swing is in how you take it back strong and how you load it up to the top, okay? As we start to change direction and come through, for sure that matters, but I see so many people lifting, shifting, rolling, they have no chance of really generating any adequate force. So really think of the backswing as the main determinant on whether or not you're gonna hit the golf ball far. Think of it as I get set up, I'm feeling strong, and then into that initiation to the top, okay? So I know not all PGA Tour players are doing the monster walk, and they look so quiet and calm when they roast 300-yard drives and 200-yard 6-irons. But trust me, take a look at a couple of these PGA Tour players, watch their initiation, watch that pressure move into the trail side so strong and consistently in terms of really generating a lot of force through their body as if they were swinging something very heavy. It's one of the big keys to consistency, okay? So when you watch them initiate like this, you're seeing that trail side load up, you're seeing the arms get dragged behind, and we're seeing this connection to the body and club as they arrive to the top in just one strong motion. The problem is they look so calm and so clean, but there's a lot of force being applied through the ground, into their body, and out through the golf club. So for you to learn it, for me to learn it, for me to do it, it takes a little bit of heavy lifting, okay? So don't be afraid to do some of that. I hope these thoughts help you out. If I've ever helped you in the past, give me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I've got videos that come out on a weekly basis that should help your game improve, okay? Even give me the questions, the negative comments, things you liked or disliked. I'll take them all and I'll answer them. Also, if you're interested in another video I did about how to hit the ball farther, this one talks a little bit more about the transition and some of the great feels to get us transitioning very athletically. Take a look right up here. It can really help your game out. But other than that, go out, check out that Ebel. The link's down below if you really want to get one. Some of these other ones can definitely help you too. Other than that, good long drives using those big muscles is the only way to go. I'll see you next week.